If I die and you remarry, who would you be buried next to? The new wife or me?
Do I love her? Do I love her?
Do you love her?
I don't know. It's your story.
Do you love her more than me?
I don't know her yet.
Well, do you love her more than me?
How am I gonna know?
I'm your first wife. Shouldn't you love your first wife more than your second wife?
Yeah.
I died. We didn't divorce.
So we were married and then you died.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know what?
I don't want that.
It's not an option. It happened.
Oh, you're not dying.
But it happened. So who are you being buried next to?
Going with you. We're in the same box with you.
And what about her? She's going in the same box with me too?
No, she could be right next to us. You know? We'll be happy.
I want her next to me.
No?
No.
Okay. Then she's not gonna be next to us.
But why'd you remarry her then if you're not gonna be buried next to her?
No, because I was gone with you, so I didn't get a chance to marry her.
No, you married her. She exists. You married her.
She tricked me. It had to be because I wasn't planning on marrying.
So if I had saw this video years ago, I wouldn't have the same response I'm about to have right now. But this is one of those dumbass, insecure persons kind of questions. If I die, or who you gonna be buried next to? Hell, you dead. You gone. You left this existence. What does it matter? Like you gonna know. Are you gonna know? You ain't gonna know. You know, and I remember the reason why I would have a different answer because I was asked this question back in like 2013, 14 time frame. And when I was asked the question, I was like, my first thought was, okay, she's feeling insecure about something. Let me find out what she's feeling insecure about, because what she's really asking me is to reassure her of my affections towards her right now. So instead of answering a question, I asked her, I said, what are you feeling insecure about? What am I not doing that's making you feel loved or that I love you? You know, what's going on? You know, let's get to what's the real question? Oh, I just mean it as a joke. It's just something that I saw somebody else ask and I just wondered what your answer would be, all this kind of bullshit. And then I explained, well, this is a very dumb question, because if I were to pass on, I wouldn't expect you, you know, you're in your 30s, early 40s. I wouldn't expect you to be by yourself for the rest of your life. Go marry somebody, have fun, enjoy your life, you know. And that's how men generally think. We think through it logically. And there are some women who would think through it logically as well. But when you have someone who asks this type of question, what they're really saying is they're insecure and they need your reassurance. And I had that question asked to me again some years later by another young lady. And by that time frame, I ain't got time for bullshit. So I just like, first of all, I'm not being buried. I'm being cremated, so I'm not going to be next to anybody. That's the first thing. Second, don't ask me these types of questions simply because you want me to reassure you of my affections towards you, because this is a sign of insecurity, and I don't actually like insecure people, and the fact that you're now displaying insecurities makes me feel like you bait and switch me. So what the hell? So it turned into a wholly different kind of conversation. Look, never ask questions that you cannot handle both sides of the response, okay? So if you need to have a response of, oh no, honey, I would never marry anybody else. You were the last love of my life, and I can't imagine my life with anyone else besides you, and that. True, probably can't imagine his life without anybody but you at that moment. But after you've passed on and some time has went by, sure as hell can't imagine my life with somebody else, because I'm not going to spend the rest of my life by myself. I love the commitment of relationships. So why am I going to say that, oh, well, you know, she's passed on, so that's it for me. I'm only 52 years old right now, or at those time frames, I'm only in my late 30s, early 40s, or mid 40s. So let me, you know, think about the next 80 years of my life of just saying that, yeah, you know, oh, I can't see myself and nobody else because the love is so great. Man, please. Please. You can have so many soulmates throughout the time frame of your life. Not all romantic, but you can have multiple romantic soulmates in your life. And the belief that you can only have one is a very sad type of belief. Because imagine if your soulmate is someone who's 20 years younger than you right now, living on the other side of the planet, and y'all never meet. That means that you can never meet your soulmate, which is bullshit. That's why I'm in the process. I'm almost finished with writing a book called How to Find Your Divine Soulmate. Meaning, but understand, I'm not saying that there's only one. There's not. There's not. There are many people that you can connect with in that type of realm. But when someone asks you these types of questions, the best thing is really to attack the real issue, which is the fact that the person is experiencing some type of insecurity within themselves and they're looking for your reassurance. And if they're feeling insecure about the relationship that you have, discover whether or not it's something that you're doing or it's an insecure thing about them that they're carrying over from their past, and they're allowing that past to interfere with your relationship today. So with that, remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.